Hey guys, it's Spishozzy here, and welcome to episode 19 of my Athletic Bilbao series for Football Manager 2019. So today's episode is going to be, of course, pre-season, as well as a game against Sevilla, the first league game of the season. As you can see, our finances currently sit at 195 million, which is really good. It's up quite a bit from where we were at the end of last season, which I believe was about 138, if I'm not mistaken. And if you look at the projection here, as you can see, the profit, it's looking pretty good. 72 million for this season, 30 for next season, and another 30 the season after. I'm not sure if that's taking into account the Champions League finances that we will get in, the money, the 11 million that you get from that, from making the group stage. But overall, I think the finances are looking a lot better. Of course, they were a little bit rocky last season, but I don't think it had really updated itself to the point where we knew exactly what was going to happen. Maybe it's a little bit wrong as well so far. We do lose about, I think, 2 to 3 million a month throughout the season, like generally. But another thing to mention is I have asked for the stadium to be expanded, and that'll commence at the end of this season that we're starting today. And I think if we go into facilities here, we're currently at just under 47,000, and I believe the message that I got, there we go. As you can see, it'll go up to 52,100, and it's only going to cost us 26 million. So I think that 26 million will be repaid rather quickly with an extra 5,000 seats, and of course, I think that will mean that the season tickets will also be upped, because we have been, as you can see with this message, we have been hitting the season ticket sellouts for the last 2 or 3 seasons. As you can see, it's a little bit down, which is weird that it's a little bit lower despite our more impressive finishing second last season. But yeah, I'm not really too sure why that is. Anyways, we'll go into the preseason. We'll go into the transfers first. I mean, there wasn't that much activity. As you can see, we only loaned out 2 players. We loaned out Carlos Alberto Rodriguez to Real Oviedo for 66,000 per month. Of course, he's one of the youth prospects that I was really looking forward to, and I think a loan move to Oviedo will be perfect. He is set as a key player as well, which I think is important. And I probably wouldn't have let him go if that wasn't the playing time that he would receive. So I think this is going to be a big loan move for him. And I think we need either him or Garmendia to make the step up next season, as San Jose will probably not be a starter anymore. He won't even retire, to be fair. He is 33 years old currently. So yeah, looking forward to this guy. I think that first team football, and I think Oviedo, they do play in La Liga with us. Yeah, they do. So I think that's going to be really beneficial for him. We get a little bit of money for it as well. As you can see, 650k throughout the season, which is good. The other player also out on loan to Oviedo is Mikel Lopez, the right winger that I think I brought in last season. Yeah, I did. So I brought him in for 900,000. Excuse me. 900,000, and he's already made 500,000 profit just from this loan deal alone, which is good. He's played 1 game, and he also got an assist during that game for Oviedo, the first league game of the season, which is really impressive, actually. Yeah, he's on 145k per month for the club, so like I said, he'll be bringing in about 1.4 million. The only player we brought into the club was Anwar Diakite from Real Valladolid, their B team, for 130k. Honestly, just looked at this guy, I thought he's 16, not too bad, could possibly be a pressing forward, and he had a little bit of potential. For the fee that we paid, I think it's a good little deal. He's also got another nationality. He's got Malian, so yeah, he could play for Mali as well, which is, it's interesting to see your players playing for different, teams or different national teams. But yeah, 130k, can't really go wrong with him. As you can see, we did bring in 2.1 million. We only spent 130k. Honestly, I didn't really think we needed to strengthen, really. we came second. We did really well. We finished above Atletico. We finished above Real Madrid as well. And I think there wasn't really anyone out there that we could actually attract. The one player I was looking at is Aizen Nunes. I'm not sure if I've showed him or not, but he has Basque nationality, but he did come through the Real Madrid Youth Academy. And as you can see, he is classed as a wonder kid as well. Can play sort of centre mid and right back. I believe Real Madrid trained him as a right back, which is interesting. I would probably prefer him to be a centre mid. I offered them 20 million just to sort of try and get the negotiations started, and they flat out rejected it as well. And then he went on loan to Valencia as well for the season. So, yeah, he's one of the players that I'm looking at, and I think that could be like one of the big signings that we do make in the future, especially with Iturraspe sort of getting on in terms of age. But yeah, that's just a little prospect for the future, perhaps. As far as the friendlies went, I mean, we versed some decent teams and some not so decent teams, I guess, with Osasuna in there. But we start off with PSG. We lost to them 2-0, Neymar and Kimmich on the score sheet. We then, we drew with Milan, who we probably should have beaten. I think we dominated them, to be fair. 0-0 draw there. We then absolutely battered Real Madrid 4-0. San Jose, Moreno, and Aketse with a brace there. And then, of course, the final game against Osasuna, Catalan, Lecue, and Anaki getting the 3-0 victory there. And, of course, that does leave us today's opponents, who will be Sevilla. As I mentioned, our first league game of the season. Always important to get off to a winning start. Today's lineup's going to be slightly changed from what you would expect our usual lineup to be, and that is because Lecue is out suspended for this one. So we're going to go with Athami in goal. Kappa will start at right back. He's not really match fit, which is probably a bit of a mistake by me during preseason to not play him as much as I should have, considering Lecue is suspended for this one. So yeah, not great there. But we're going to go with San Jose and Inigo Martinez in the centre of defence with Brace at left back. Again, it's doing that weird thing where it glitches out slightly. Then we're going to go with Nolascoen and Sunset, as you would expect, in the centre of midfield. Hervias will be on the right. Martinez will be in the centre, behind the striker. And Muniain will be on the left. And, of course, Williams will be up front. Very impressive, 31 goals he scored last season for us. The bench today will be Agrizabala, Garmendia, Guinea, Iturraspe, Aketse, Inaki, and Catalan, who, of course, has returned from his pretty successful loan spell at Gijon. Of course, they did get relegated, so yeah, I mean, he didn't play too well, but he did play 16 games, so yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world, and it's pretty good, to be fair. Alright, so let's submit the team. Looking for a good performance today. Like I mentioned, right back is probably a little bit of a weak link at the moment for us, but I'm expecting the boys to win. Come out, we are at home, so I expect a decent little performance by them. Alrighty, let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can, I mean, of course, we beat Sevilla towards the end of last season, as they were one of the tougher teams that we versed going into the sort of tricky period where we versed Valencia, Real Madrid, and of course Sevilla as well. And we did pretty well during the three tricky fixtures. Of course, we won 2 and drew against Real Madrid, so yeah. We lose the ball there, unfortunately, through Muniain. What can Sevilla do here? Sarabia, not a bad shot, but just over the crossbar there. We're looking all right going into halftime. We are the club that is, well, the team that is looking the better of the two. Of course, dominating possession, and of course we've had more chances. But ultimately, I'm not happy until we get that first goal and we sort of put the pressure on Sevilla a bit more in terms of taking the game to them and making them, sort of wake up a little bit. There are a couple of poor performers out there at the moment. Hervias, Williams, I mean, just not great. And we might have to make some subs here. Alright, what are we going to do? I think Hervias is coming off for sure. We'll bring Inaki on. I don't know. I don't know if I want to change Williams up front. Yeah, I think we will. Just because he's really just not playing well. I mean, for the first game of the season, to be on a 6.4, just not good enough, to be honest. Good to see that our two centre-backs are... Oh, what a goal. Wow. Inigo Martinez, the centre-back. I was just mentioning them. Him and San Jose are really playing quite well. And he just scored a free kick. It was a really weird free kick, really low. And the keeper just sort of blundered it, I guess. He didn't really... I guess he didn't expect it. And Catalan's through. Can't score one-on-one with the goalkeeper, though. Which is obviously... I don't know. It's been very common this year. On this year's game. Just a lot of strikers not converting one-on-one chances. You know, Williams sort of went through the same exact thing for a while. Last season he was very prolific. As we concede a really, really weak goal there. But apparently he was offside. So, okay, I'll take it. I will definitely... Oh, Catalan, can he get... Oh my god. Their keeper has had an absolute nightmare this game. He is... Well, I mean, he probably should have saved that free kick, and he has just tried to be a sweeper keeper, and Catalan beat him to the ball and scored a nice little goal. So yeah, I mean, happy days. We're 2-0 up as the game's about to end here. We've got 1 minute left in stoppage time. Martinez to Muniain. Catalan again. Brace. What a goal. That was a nice little team move there. Of course, Muniain with the assist as well. This is definitely a good start to the season, guys. I hope you're enjoying this nice little win here. As they hit the post, so pretty unlucky for them. Although we still probably would have won even if they did score those 2 goals. And they've managed to somehow put it in the back of the net. Okay. That's yeah, that's not great. We definitely should have kept the clean sheet there. That was a really weak goal for us to concede. We almost conceded 2 really weak goals. Of course, the first being offside, but that one coming off the corner just wasn't good enough, to be honest. But yeah, very happy with the boys. Very happy with Catalan. Of course, coming off the bench to score 2 goals, as you can see there. We'll give him a praise, to be fair. Tell him that he was superb in front of goal. But yeah, that's going to wrap this episode up, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. The next episode will probably be a group stage game for the Champions League. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe around here, one of these games here. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. Well, I might do one a little bit earlier. We'll see, but I would like to get through quite a few games. So, yeah. Hope you guys will join me back for that one, and I hope you have enjoyed this episode today. If you did, drop a like. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, and apart from that, take it easy, and I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.